well. How did this game shape up to be when put alongside your expectations for this team?
Well, we weren't as tight as we would like to have been, but we had a good shooting night, and that makes up for a lot of execution mistakes when you can shoot the ball well. Steve had a great night. Maverick had a great night. So that really took the pressure off us. But we also didn't leave behind our defense. We defended really well until the last, 2 minutes? Then we didn't defend very well in the last 2 minutes. But, we talked about that, about having to rely on our defense because our offense would be behind with, as we said, so few practices together. We had a lot of practice, but we just didn't have practices with complete lineups because guys were resting. Justin came back late. And we tried to give an extended break after the finals to rest up some of the guys. So we knew we'd come out and not be as good as we wanted to be, but luckily we were good enough tonight. We got to be better though.
Coach, you've been very vocal with your praise for Troy Rosario. Now that he has made a debut as a Gin King, how do you see his versatility and his experience changing the dynamics of the team this conference?
Is that me? Oh, is that was me? I thought you were talking to Steve. Yeah, well, I mean, he gets everybody back in kind of comfortable positions. By Troy coming in and being able to play the 4, the 3, that allows Justin to be on the opposite wing and takes some of the load of the rebounding, the inside play that we relied a lot on Justin for. And then Steven had to, play the wing for us last conference, and that allows him to get back to the guard position where he's very comfortable. So, he fills out a really important kind of piece of the puzzle for us that allows us to complete the picture. And so that to me was really the key to his addition. Not necessarily what he's going to do for us game in and game out, and he's going to do a lot of things, but for what he does for everybody else when he plays, allows everybody else to get comfortable.
Thank you, Coach. Stephen, now on to you. That was a very crazy third quarter from you, 20 points. In that quarter alone, 5 of 5 from the outside. How did the floor open up for you then, and what fueled you in that quarter?
Oh yeah, I mean, just trying to be aggressive, just helping my teammates out. They did a great job of finding me, obviously in transition, gave me a lot of confidence to knock down, those first 1 or 2 shots, and obviously those 3, 4, 5 were obviously heat checks. But for me, whatever position I'm playing, I just want to help the team out, be aggressive, be a playmaker. And tonight, obviously we're a little bit rusty, which is to be expected. But at the end of the day, we got the win, so that's the most important thing.
We're now opening the floor to you.
Congratulations on the win. You're coming up your first finals in the PBA. How does motivate you to come out stronger this time? And how was the preparation considering the short break?
Oh yeah, I mean, the number in my head throughout this whole entire preparation is 2. I mean, those 2 wins to get a championship. So obviously I know I'm hungry, this group is hungry, and we have the blueprint, to get to the finals. And we're just need to get those last two wins to get a championship. So I'm very confident in this group. I know we have a tremendous road ahead of us. So much growth I know we can achieve. And so again, the most important thing is a 1-point win, like Coach always says, and that's what we were able to do tonight.
What does Troy bring from your perspective? How does he help you guys?
Oh, I mean, obviously, great rebounder. He can finish. Good defender. He's able to switch in our game plan tonight. He showed his capability of doing that. Again, he's just another piece of the puzzle. We're very happy to have Troy. Obviously, he's a good locker room guy. Great dude on and off the floor. And so we appreciate his hard work so far in practice. And he's just going to get more comfortable in our system.
Stephen, the top in the finals was your defense. Now, today in this game, your offense was the highlight. So just talk about the offense. Has always been there ever since when you were a rookie.
Yeah, I mean, it's been there. Again, I just have to play within the team concept. Tonight was my night. Obviously, every night this is not going to be my night, but when it is, I have to, again, step up, continue to make shots, be aggressive. Obviously, defense is always going to be there. That's just always been in my DNA. And I think this advantage for us, for me moving down to guarding the guards, is now I can pick up their point guards. Obviously, you saw today, Bullock, I was trying to make it tough for him, bringing up the ball, obviously pressuring him, make it difficult. Obviously, he's a great player, so I need to be able to elevate my defensive game. But that's just another advantage of Troy coming in. Now I can guard my natural position. I feel like I have an advantage in this league to do that.
Can you say about your schedules?
We have a heck of a schedule, man. 11, 13, 15, 18, 21, 25. I mean, it's like a championship series, like a best of 7, except it's harder because you have to play and plan for a different team every night. Usually in a series, you get the same team, and your game plans are similar, making a few tweaks here and here, but we have to prepare totally for a new team each time, and that makes it very difficult. So, and then just the wear and tear of having to come out and play every other night is really tough. One of those games is out of town, and then one of those games is Christmas Day, which is always a tough day on Christmas Day. I have my family, visiting and coming back, and I feel like I'm not going to see them at all because we're going to be having games every other day. So, it's a tough time, but that's part of the job. We talked about it as a group. That's a challenge we're going to have to accept, and we don't have any control over it except to do the best we can on it. So, we're trying to find pockets in which we can give Justin a little bit more rest than he normally does. Kind of get that for Japeth as well. That puts a little bit more pressure on Steven and Troy because they're going to have to probably play a little heavier minutes, trying to make up for some of the time we're giving off for Japeth and Justin. But bottom line is this is what we do. So, we're going to do it the best we can.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Coach, obviously Troy gives you not only the presence of the middle, but also the toughness. All about it.
Well, yeah, he's a tough kid. I mean, he's a physical kid, and I think that, again, that's a big piece of the puzzle that we didn't have coming into this conference before. That he fills out that physical part of playing that 3-4 position. He can guard multiple people, and he's very physical on the boards. And I think if you looked at our team in the past and said, what we were missing, it was the physical presence. So he really lends us that physical presence. So we're still waiting for Jamie and Isaac and Maya to get back, and they will help. But I don't think anybody's going to, do the things that Troy does for us. Even guys that are coming back. So he's very unique on our team, and will play a unique role.
What's the timetable for the resignation?
Your guess is as good as mine. We're hoping sometime after Christmas for Jamie, sometime in maybe mid-January for Isaac, and still no timetable on Maya. But that's what we're hoping. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. Could be setbacks along the way, but those are our target dates for those guys.
Coach, do you have a target number of wins in these 6 games?
I don't really usually think about it that way, because if you kind of put a lot of pressure on yourself if you're not getting there, and then you not put enough pressure on yourself if you get there too fast. So, the old, I hate to say it, game by game. That's a cliche, but it's true, and that's hopefully what we'll be worried about.
Let's just talk about limiting Robert Boyd to 14 points after.
I think you ought to ask him about that. He's the man that did it. Great defensive effort. It's great team defensive effort, but we were concerned about putting a little bit more size on him. And usually, when you put more size, you lose speed. But we have guys who are quick, and so Steven was the perfect antidote to him. I mean, he's been guarding all the imports. The big guys, strong 6'5", 6'6" guys. And now he's turning around and guarding the point guard. So it really says a lot about him and what he's capable of doing. You still want to ask Steve about it, though?
Yeah, please, Steve.
At the end of the day, I was guarding out of position, having to guard, guys like Anasike and sometimes Durham last conference, and even RHJ. If I was playing in Europe, most likely that wouldn't be my matchup. So I'm used to guarding quicker guys. I have a game plan within a game plan. Again, obviously use my length and quickness and stuff. But again, it's just one win, we can't get too excited. Obviously, there's a lot of great players in this league, a lot of great teams, and anybody can beat anybody on a given day if you're not ready or prepared. So, again, we have a long stretch ahead of us, and again, we just got to get ready for Friday.
Thank you so much, Coach, for this event.
Sorry, out of here. Sorry.